Hey, and welcome to another video, or honestly, welcome to the channel if you are new here, which I'm assuming a good majority of you are if you are watching this. You know, one thing I always forget to do is just kind of introduce myself. I have this weird thought that everybody knows who I am, and that's obviously not the case. So, my name is Shelby, I am 32 years old, and I make YouTube videos. I've always been someone that is very much into the arts. I've drawn pretty much my entire life, played music, dance, all that kind of stuff. But there's something that really draws me to film. I love the idea of film. I love creating videos, and I love what you can do when you're editing a video. I just think it opens up a brand new world of creativity. So I am going to be here to help keep you motivated to keep reaching for your dreams. And if that is something that you would like, if you also want to have a little bit of fun, if you're not someone that takes things too serious, and you just also want to watch YouTube video to decompress, then click on that subscribe button for me if you don't mind. And let's get into the video. I really wanted to have an honest conversation with you guys today. I was talking to my husband earlier, and we were kind of just having this conversation about life and, you know, work-life balance, that kind of thing, and just wondering what on earth are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? What is the meaning of all of this? Just, you know, when you just go through all of those different emotions because you're just so over and truly sick and tired of the life that you are living. Let me know if you can relate to that. But I feel like majority of us can. And that just got me to thinking as we were kind of talking about how grateful I am to have YouTube as not only this platform, but a hobby that turned into a passion for me. And it made me want to take a moment to say thank you. I've done a thank you video in the past when I first started YouTube because I realized how much it was changing my life just by having this activity. And having this conversation with my husband this morning really solidified that for me. The overarching goal was to gain followers and to get monetized and see where I could take this. And funny enough, it's not as easy as it looks. It's not. But this is helping me change my life in a completely different way that I had thought YouTube would. And so before I dive into that, I do just want to say thank you. Thank you to you that are watching. Thank you to all of the subscribers that I have. And thank you to YouTube for giving me this opportunity and this platform to be able to speak and share my mind and connect to others out there around the world. That's actually really incredible and kind of scary at the same time. But with all that being said, I just wanted to kind of reflect on how YouTube has helped me in more ways than one and in more meaningful ways than ever before. I went through a lot of different things like most of us do. I won't dive too deep into that, but if you're interested in knowing a little bit more about my journey, let me know in the comments down below and I'll be happy to answer that. But I was going through a lot, and I had thought about YouTube for so many years, and I sat on it for so long. If you have something out there that you just feel like you're just drawn to, that you just really want to try, I'm telling you this now. Stop saying, I would like to, that would be cool if I could. Just do it. Just do it. Just like Nike says, just do it. Because if you continue to wait, you're not going to make those things happen. The only way we make them happen is if we go out and we work for it, we reach for it. We have to put that into our minds and constantly strive for those things. Because if we keep saying, I hope, and someday, then when is someday going to be a reality? YouTube really did change my life for the better when I look at it from the perspective of being productive and instead of being a couch potato or laying in my bed crying about being depressed or anxious, it's given me something to do. I get up most days and I work on creating a video, coming up with a plan, recording the video, making thumbnails, doing the edits, just all of these different things that have now become fun to me and something that I look forward to doing, which I never thought I would. I never thought that I would enjoy it. When I first started it, I'm gonna be honest, I didn't. It was a lot of work, and it still is a lot of work, but now it feels rewarding to be able to look back and see the progress that I've made in my edits, or see the progress in my own personal growth just by doing these videos. I look at life a lot differently now than I ever did before. So again, I say all this to say thank you, but also if you're someone out there that wants to do something, even if you're not sure how you're going to make it happen, start with the small steps. For me, that's what I did. I kept telling myself for a long time when it came to YouTube that I needed to have all this fancy equipment. I needed to have all these things, be in the right place at the right time. Guess what? That is like almost never going to happen. And I don't mean that in a negative way. It's just, it doesn't work that way most of the time. And a lot of those things that I was talking about were material things that I didn't need because I already had things that I could use right now. I just used what I had. I had an iPad. At the time, I didn't have my computer, so I had my iPad. I edited most of my videos off of my iPad and upload them onto YouTube. You can use whatever you have now. So if YouTube is what you want to do and you don't have all the fancy equipment, you don't have a camera, you don't have a microphone, you don't have lighting set up, that's okay. You don't need any of that. You can use your phone to record. Everybody nowadays, for the most part, has some kind of a smartphone that has a camera on it. You can download the YouTube app, download YouTube Studio, download a free app, iMovie, whatever you want to use, that's free, easy to access. To get yourself started, then do it now. Now is the time, because if we continue to sit here and we wait to change our life, we're not changing our life. We're just waiting. We're waiting and wasting a lot of time when we can start making small changes and acting on these things now. I really just wanted to get that off my chest. I find myself more and more leaning towards wanting to help motivate people, because that also helps to motivate myself. I can look back on these videos and think, gee, you were telling people that this is what you need to do, so that means you need to do it too. And if you take a moment to look at my latest video, or my last video, I should say, I kind of talked about my journey and where I've been on this channel, because I have not posted on this channel in quite some time. I did not invest my time into this channel the way that I was hoping I would, and that meant that the channel wasn't really growing. There wasn't anything really happening here because I was investing my time on my other channel where I talk about books. And I think doing that, focusing on something that I was passionate about, something that I do every day, was really helpful to keep me on track to creating videos. But now that I've been doing it for about a year now, I feel like I have learned so much. But in that video, I was talking about what my hopes were for this channel and the direction that I wanted to go in. And I was talking about how I wanted to document my journey on bettering myself and my life going forward into the new year. And it's something that has to start today. I can't wait for 2025. If I want to actually make changes, then there's no reason those changes can't start now. And the reason why I'm saying this is because I'm not even sure if I would have the understanding or the clarity of this if it wasn't for doing YouTube. And that sounds strange and probably really dramatic. But the reason why I'm saying all this is because with doing YouTube, I've been able to look at life from a brand new lens, let's say. It's given me the perspective of being able to see what I can achieve by applying myself and working on something every single day. It doesn't matter the followers that I have. It doesn't matter how many subscribers I have. It doesn't matter how many watch hours. None of that really matters in the grand scheme of things. When right now, the entire purpose of really and truly starting that YouTube channel, when I think back to the very first time I started a video, it was to get myself to do something and be consistent. And I have done that every single week. I have showed up, maybe not on this channel. We'll worry about that later. But I have showed up. I have created content and videos on a regular basis. And I'm very, very proud of myself for doing that. So what I hope that you guys can get from this is you can create your own reality. You can create your own life. You just have to take those steps and stop giving yourself reasons as to why you can't and start telling yourself the reasons why you can. I think that was the biggest thing that I had to learn. I was always a very negative thinker, had a very negative mindset because I just started just taking everything very, very personally and really just kind of almost like this victim mentality where it's like, well, this always happens to me and, I'm never going to get anywhere. Yeah, with that mindset, I was never going to get anywhere. And that's why I was getting nowhere fast, okay? So I say all this to say again, and I will keep repeating it. If there is something that you are wanting to achieve, then start taking small steps. Small little baby steps, 1 foot at a time to start achieving that. If you're here because you want to start a YouTube channel and you don't know how you're going to do it, just pick up the camera. Just pick it up. Start talking to the camera. Get comfortable in front of the camera. Start playing around with editing. Watch a ton of different videos to gain an inspiration or to learn how to edit a video and make it fun for yourself. That's the key. At least for me, that was the key. How do I make this fun? How do I make myself want to show up and do this every single day? And every day I am finding more reasons to want to keep doing this. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up here. I feel like I talked a lot, but it's something that was really on my heart to share with you guys. So if you found this video enjoyable, helpful in any way, please leave me a comment down below. What are your goals for the new year? What is something that you have told yourself for a long time that you have wanted to do but you have yet to do it? Let's hold each other accountable. Let's be a supportive group for one another. Let's make this an amazing community. And I hope that you'll stick around. So if you don't mind, I would really appreciate you hitting that subscribe button, turning on that post notifications so that you can make sure that you get notified every time I upload a video. And I will catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.